There's no question, I love the feel of speed. Whether it's smooth asphalt or a ribbon of dirt stretching ahead, that thrill is undeniable. For a long time, maybe that's all I thought it was about. But things change. Life changes. Recently, I've made some major shifts, tearing down old structures and rebuilding with intention. The goal? To stop treating life like a freeway race, blasting through the weekdays, only maybe tapping the brakes for the weekend pit stop. To actually appreciate the journey, each mile marker, each sunrise, each change in the road surface beneath my tires. Because life does throw curves, doesn't it? Sharp bends, unexpected gravel, maybe even washouts where the path gets rough. You start to realize you don't want to reach the end of the road having only seen the blur. You learn that sometimes the pavement might end, but the path continues. And that's where things can really get interesting. So, I made a conscious choice. My motorcycle isn't just for weekend escapes anymore. It's become my primary way of navigating the day-to-day, capable of handling wherever the journey leads. It may seem like a small adjustment, just swapping 4 wheels for 2, but making that shift, intentionally, for the sake of slowing down, it's been profound. You see, you don't just jump on a bike and hit drive like you do in a car, sealed off in that comfortable cage. Riding demands presence. It starts before the engine even turns over. The ritual of gearing up, boots tight, gloves cinched, jacket zipped. Wheeling the bike out, feeling its balanced weight, considering the day's potential routes, paved or otherwise. Each action is conscious, grounded. Once you're rolling, there's no autopilot. On the tarmac, your focus is absolute. The texture of the asphalt, the angle of the next turn, the rhythm of traffic. And that focus, it intensifies when the pavement disappears. Suddenly, it's not just about the traffic, but the terrain itself. Reading the dirt, picking a line through sand or mud, feeling the handlebars communicate the surface below. Every rock, every root, every rut demands calculation, balance, and respect. There's absolutely no room for distraction when you're navigating a loose incline or a winding forest trail. Often, ironically, you have to go slower to maintain control, to truly connect with the path. And yes, the simple things take more thought on any surface. Stopping for fuel, planning for groceries, managing gear for the gym, or a day exploring trails. It sounds cumbersome maybe, like adding friction to life. But that friction, that's where the magic happens. The rewards aren't just the obvious ones, though those are incredible. The cool morning air on your face giving way to the afternoon sun's warmth, the sudden rich smell of blooming wildflowers near the road, or damp earth after crossing a stream, the scent of pine needles on a remote track, that pelican suddenly cruising alongside you over the sand dune. The hidden benefit, the one that truly anchors this change, is the shift in mindset, because everything takes a little longer, requires more attention. Whether navigating city streets or a technical trail, you start to build that buffer into your life. You plan for more time. You shed the desperate need to hurry. Navigating challenging terrain teaches patience and adaptability. You learn to trust the machine and yourself. You become more methodical, more present, not just on the bike, but off it too. You begin to appreciate the transitions, the pauses, the problem solving. You're not just racing between point A and point B anymore. You're experiencing the space, the effort, the texture between them. You arrive calmer, more observant, maybe a little dusty, but always with that undeniable, earned smile. So yeah, the roar of the engine, the surge of acceleration, that's still part of it, but it's not the point anymore. The point is the deliberate act of engaging with the world, whatever surface it presents. It's about choosing the path, paved or unpaved, that demands your presence, the one that reminds you to breathe, to look around, to feel the journey intimately. I used to think riding was about going fast, about covering ground. Now I know, for me, I ride to slow down, to be intentional, to appreciate the smooth highways and the challenging trails. And in a world that's always pushing for faster, easier, more, finding that deliberate pace, embracing the texture of the ride, that feels like the greatest adventure of all.